Hello and welcome everyone to the final battle report of the final game of the French Infinity Team Tournament. This game will be playing against the organizers team, and basically this was a game that couldn't really decide the outcome of the tournament as we were too far behind after failing few times as a team before that. However, this game was to be played on the final day, and we really had to rush this game through just to catch our final flight. So we were playing in a bit of a stressful atmosphere and we were kinda getting tired, me in particular. Basically we were facing off against Neoterra, Vanilla Yujing and then Hakislam, Vanilla Hakislam. I let my teammates choose who they want to play and I got left with Vanilla Yujing. However, unfortunately, the tables were not really supportive of my game plan and my strategy. The best table I could play was taken by the opponent's team and I was kind of forced to choose between lesser evil. I decided to go for this table, which is a really big maze, and this particular table is basically the one time I kinda wish I didn't go for the sniper rifles, because this really wasn't supporting this kind of play. However, it is what it is. You have to basically deal with the fact that you might not always get the best table, and yeah, let's just without further ado get into the list and the game itself. So again, I'm playing the my favorite list of Varuna at this point in time, so double fire team snipers. This is Harris, this is the core, 2 Zulu Cobras and a Montesa. I won't repeat myself, I hope you watched at least some of my videos previously, so I won't really go into much of the detail about this list. It has 3 sniper rifles, 3 camo markers and then 3 heals. It's as tough as it can get in Varuna. My opponent is running Vanilla Yujing and basically there is stuff you would expect from Vanilla Yujing. Double Longias, the Aoink Lieutenant, which is a hacker because points, Haktao NCO plus the Sujan, the Celestial Guard plus Quangshi package, 1 random odd flash pulse, the Liberdo, and basically the pieces you wouldn't expect are the Gulang hacker. It's not something that's very common in Vanilla Yujing, and particularly Jinko. Jinko I think is like one of my more likable characters in Vanilla Yujing. I really like her. But I really like in White Banner because she enables monks. In Vanilla Yujing, I'm not sure why would you take her. For 36 points, I don't think she's quite good, so I was quite shocked to see Jinko be deployed when on the table actually. She proved herself to be okay-ish. The NWI came into the effect later in the game, but I think of 36 points you could have just as well run Zencha and it would be even better than that. But my opponent won 3 games so far, so he probably had some success with Jinko, if I would guess. So all in all, this is and there's also the Gulang hacker, which is also somewhat an odd exclusion, but not so odd you would think. It's an infiltrating camo marker with a hacker, and there was highly classified in the mix, so I guess for that. Okay, I guess Jinko does a lot of cards, I guess. So this is the deployment of my opponent, which he won the roll-off and he decided to go for the deployment zone, but so this is his deployment of going second, but I'm just going to walk over it. The Dawing is hiding here, the Longia is here, and the second Longia is located here, and then the Libeda with the mine is placed here, the mine is here, and the Gulang lands here. So, and the quasi creature is like on that side of the wall or somewhere there basically. And then basically Quangshis and all the batteries are scattered around here. Sujan is located here as far away as possible from danger, just to prevent me from alpha striking it. And Haktao is hiding here but in hidden deployment, so at that point in time I have no idea of that. Jinka was his reserve drop and it was deployed here, ready to run towards my deployment zone, and for was the consoles. So all in all, a standard Vanilla Yujing deployment standard list. Yeah, basically the things that are important would be this Gulang hacker covering this approach to the objective, and yeah, that's basically the only thing of importance that would be, you would say, unusual. Okay, so this is my deployment, and as a reminder, I deployed myself first, so I deployed blindly into my opponents. The fire team is located around here with the Camel sniper standing in this position, ready to control those 2 fire lanes, just to block off this side of the map. and then Fusiliers scattering around here just as a northern batteries. The Montesa is my reserve drop deployed here, ready to run for the middle objective. Then there is the Zulu Cobra that's located here, ready to sprint towards this objective. And then finally I have one more Zulu Cobra which is located here, ready to go either this objective or this objective. Because the quasi creature is on the other side of the wall, I know I have to move my Montesa there, and this basically keeps the options open. Generally the idea at the start was for Montesa to go for this box, and that guy to go for this box, and that guy to go for this box, hopefully get all three of them and evacuate into my deployment and play what Varuna does the best, defensive. Then the Scamau Sniper is overwatching this area. However, this is very important. Because of how this table is designed, I have no way of controlling this corridor, and I have no way of particularly clearing this corridor, and this area of the table is pretty much uncontested for me, and there is no way for me to contest this area of the table. This will prove very important in the later parts of the game, so this is something I want you to remember. So this is a somewhat difficult matchup. This is a very difficult table for me because I cannot leverage my firepower from long range, and I have to approach into the might field where there's multiple count markers, and basically this is very awkward for my list to run into. I think I could have played the cutter just because of the durability, but in hindsight I'm not really sure it would make a difference. This basically was one of the tougher ones, as you would say. So anyways, I decided to go I go first anyways, and the Crockman Sniper, as you saw in the photo, was deployed here. In hindsight, after the game, I think he would be much better here, where he could possibly contest this long range and kind of block the middle, but I just didn't think of this at the time, and I thought there was basically pointless for him to be, and I wanted to, but for him to participate in the first turn. Second mistake I make is I don't see that there is a line of fire here to the objective through this doorway and to this doorway. The reason I don't see that is that I'm so used to shooting in and out but not through. I kinda don't realize that the entire point of this table is for you to be able to shoot through, and this table in particular has rules to just shoot through all of this shit and not treat those as particularly rooms. So yeah, I didn't know that at the time, and if I had the sniper here, the game could be much different. But anyways, we are here, and let's see what I basically did. I started the game off with the Crockman trying to discover shoot this Longia here. My opponent does not do anything, I failed the discover roll, it is what it is. Then I try to repeat the process with this Camel Sniper, I failed the discover, it is what it is. This objective is now blocked for me, because I cannot go through this Longia. The quasi creature is located here. My opponent's reserve drop was the Guilang hacker here, projecting this area. So the original plan of running Montesa here is no longer viable because, again, there is the hacking area. But the quasi creature I have to kill with the Montesa, so we're back to square one. So the Montesa goes around here, and then extracts, basically fights the quasi creature. First order quasi creature crits me, I tank, second order I kill the quasi creature, I extract the box and start running my way back. As part of coordinated orders, the Zulu Cobra moved here, went to the thingy, and oh sorry, no wait, the order it goes was the Montesa extracted this button, tanked the mine from the Libido, my opponent did not hack me because he was scared of killer hacker, and then the Montesa moved here, passed the box to the Zulu Cobra, so like Zulu Cobra moves here, Biker goes here, passes the box to the Zulu Cobra starts running this way, Biker goes here, grabs the box, runs around here. I only have enough orders to move the Cobra here and the Montesa here, and I prepare myself for the opponent's turn. I have 2 boxes, I wanted to take 3, but 2 is still good enough. So basically there is okay-ish turn, I would say. But then my opponent starts to basically engage with the Haktao. So first the Shaolin Monks moves, throws smoke to black line of fire for the Helot, I think, like from this Helot. So blocks line of fire here, Jinko then runs around here, engages in the button, and then I realize that there is a line of fire here, and my Fusilier combi rifle takes the shot, wounds Jinko actually, but she manages to extract the box and basically run away to the starting position. Then with the remaining orders, the Hakuto appears here, moves here, puts this Fusilier unconscious and goes back into the hiding spot. So the turn was not very eventful for my opponent either. He lost a lot of orders trying to throw smoke and basically took long way with both models. So we're basically back to square zero. I have 2 boxes, my opponent has 1, but he has final say, so basically anything can happen. So my second turn, I'm kinda lost at this point what I can do against Vanilla Unjik on this particular table, so I decided to go for his lieutenant. I obviously know that this is the camo marker that is the lieutenant, so yeah, I start to move my Zulu Cobra up here. I then use the Helot around here, run into the mine, actually successfully dodge it, survive it, and then the Zulu Cobra can continue his way. The Quangshi fails the discover on his way. The Zulu Cobra moves with all of his orders here. Crows her prone, hides from this Longia, and then Discover shoots this guy down and basically kills him. Longia reveals himself with the successful dodge, but cannot see the Zulu Cobra. Then I try to, with the remaining orders I have, I try to do my card, which is an undermine, but fail like 2 whip rolls in a row, and basically that's it. So that's quite an eventful run. I basically made my opponent loss of lieutenant. And my opponent in loss of lieutenant moved his stuff around, moved the Sujan here, moved some of his guys there, finished off this Zulu Cobra with combined power of Quangshi and the Longia, and yeah, let me just turn this picture on for you. And he basically maneuvered this stuff to here, basically, right? So pretty much a very much lost turn at this point. So this is my final turn, my final say. I have to try to put the final nail into the Eugene coffin, but the only play I can see at this point is to move this fire team, move it around here, 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 and then I engage into the... First I delete this flash pulse bot, then I move to kill this Shaolin monk, and finally I engage the Sujan. This forces the Longia here to engage me because it doesn't want to take the free shots into Sujan. And this one takes a shot, Sujan decides to dodge. I at that point ignore the Sujan, take all 3 shots into Longia, delete it because we're outside of the good range for the Longia. Sujan is there, it's stuck. I shoot it. I think I like deal like 1 wound to it and it just gets away to this position or somewhere there. And then this opens the play for this sniper to move, find an angle where the Sujan is out of cover for him, and with 1 clean shot I basically delete the Sujan. So I deleted this, and the Longia. I then leave my fire team here, the Fusilier will be here, the Bipandra is going to be here, and she did the undermine on the way in, and this is the point where I make the critical mistake that will cost me the game. So here's the lieutenant, and I'm going to leave him in suppressive, and Haktao is there. So in my mind, what my opponent will do is what I think is he's gonna do is he's going to take the most direct route either through here or through here and try to brute force all of my guys, come in and try to steal the box from me. I have no idea at this point why I thought so, but it seems to me the most logical that my Kamau sniper will just get shot and died, because this is what was happening through the entire tournament, and I don't see any play for my opponent at this point. And I don't hide this guy. I somehow forget that he's very much vulnerable, and what I should have done is, instead of repositioning my guys here and repositioning my guys here, I should have just put this guy, hide him here, and move the lieutenant with the jammer here, just so I can block this approach. The Kamau sniper in this fire team blocks cleanly this approach, and then the quasi creature actually blocks this area with the Helot support. So this is blocked, this would be blocked, and this would be covered. But I don't do that. These guys left here, this guy is left here. And my opponent has 3rd turn and his last say. He's very much low on orders, so he has to make them count. The Quangshi moves out with Impetuous Order, engages the Helot. I fail to kill it. He fails to kill me either. Longa then finds an angle, shoots the Helot who failed the dodge, failed the guts roll, and with a Flammenspear there is the Fusilier next to the Helot. So this is another mistake of positioning from me, because the Helot that was here failed the guts roll from the chain rifle for the Quangxi, and instead of going prone, I retreated it back here, out of the chain rifle area, which enables the Flammenspear into the Fusilier, breaking the Harris. This guy finally is unalived by the Hilot, but this is basically too late. This is a two-man fire team. Haktao engages, takes a clean fight against the Kamau, kills it with one go, moves forward, deletes the Bipandra, takes the fight with the Helot, deletes him, and he has just enough orders to run here, take the wound from the suppressing sensor guy, and then basically with second to last order moves here, one-shots the Montesa, even though this is like bad range and mimetism. I fail my dodge, fail all of my saves, Montesa just gets unalived, and then the Haktao, all he has to do is pass this line of fire and pass the line of fire from the Fusiliers, which are now able to see him, and secure the HVT here. He runs, crits the dodge, goes 2 inches, barely manages to grab the 8 inches from the secure HVT and withdraw, because he has one box here, I have one box here, he has secure HVT, I did the card there. So yeah, this is a draw, and this is a very well deserved draw from my opponent, capitalizing on mistakes I've made, and yeah, well played to my opponent for seeing this play that I did not see. And yeah, this ended up my winning streak of the tournament. But this basically just goes to show you how important is not dying, basically. Because I gambled all of this on Haktao going this way and brute forcing through my stuff, and I wanted to have a clean solution where the Haktao explodes in a hail of gunfire from my reactive pieces. But I didn't have to take this risk, I didn't have to take all of these face-to-face rolls. All I had to do was evacuate the Montesa inside of this room, and there was no way in hell that the Hack Tower with the rollers he had would go through all of my stuff and basically take the box away from me. I should have done this, but I didn't. I wasted all of my orders on preparing my reactive turn, preparing my gunfighters to fight the Hack Tower directly, instead of just hiding my stuff and my box carrier. And my opponent promptly capitalizes on that, and the game ended up with a disappointing draw. Disappointing for me, my opponent was probably happy. We had to jet, we basically grabbed all my miniatures and skipped the award ceremony because we had to travel to the airport. All in all, I hope you enjoyed this mini-series of the French event, I really hope you did. And thanks very much for watching and taking the time to watch me talking about the pictures. I hope I catch you next time, and I wish you a good day and hope you have an enjoyable day or evening wherever you are, and very best to you. Bye.